Summer is coming, and cute mesh bags are definitely a must-have for your trips, right? In today's video, I will show you how to crochet a super cute To-Ma-Tote that stands out and is perfect for summer. You can take it to the beach, for coffee, on a date, or use it as a cute summer gift for friends. Prepare your yarn and let's get started. Make a slip knot. To start the base, chain 59. After chaining 5-9, turn your hook. Insert your hook into the 5th chain from the hook. Make a double crochet. Then chain 1. Count from here. 1, 2, 3. Mark the 3rd chain. Work a double crochet into the same chain. Chain 1. Skip 1 chain. Double crochet into the next chain. Chain 1. Skip 1 chain. Double crochet into the next chain. Chain 1. Repeat this pattern to the end of the chain. When you reach the end, there are 2 chains left. Skip 1 chain. Double crochet into the last chain. Chain 1. Now repeat double crochet, chain 1, into the same chain 5 more times. Skip 1 chain below, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Now repeat, skip 1 chain, double crochet, chain 1, for each stitch across. Continue to the end of the row. When you reach the end, work double crochet, chain 1, 3 times into the last stitch. Slip stitch in the marked stitch to finish round 1. For round 2, chain 4. This counts as 1 double crochet plus chain 1. For the next stitch, normally in mesh crochet, you would insert your hook here. But now we won't insert here. Instead, insert into the middle of the stitch post here. Insert your hook here. Make a double crochet. Chain 1. Repeat this method to the end of round 2. Yarn over, insert into the middle of the stitch post. Make a double crochet. Chain 1. With the traditional method, the mesh will lean slightly to the right, but inserting straight into the stitch post creates a straight line. At the last stitch, slip stitch into the third chain to finish the round. After completing round 2, continue with round 3, the same as round 2. Chain 4. Skip 1 chain, double crochet into the middle of the next stitch. Chain 1. Repeat to the end of round 3. I've finished round 3. Now for round 4, we will start the tomato motif. Chain 4. Skip 1 chain, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Skip 1 chain, double crochet into the next stitch. Double crochet into the space. Double crochet into the next stitch. Double crochet into the space. Double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Now the first tomato motif is complete. Next, repeat. Skip 1 chain, double crochet, chain 1 5 times. Now we will make the second tomato motif. Skip 1 chain, double crochet into the next stitch. Continue with 4 more double crochets. The second tomato motif is complete. Now repeat the same steps. Work, skip 1 chain, double crochet, chain 1 5 times, and 5 consecutive double crochets. Chain 1. Repeat this pattern to the end of the row. After finishing the row, you will have 8 tomato motifs. After completing the 8th tomato motif, repeat. Skip 1 chain, double crochet, chain 1 3 times. Slip stitch into the third chain to finish the round. Continue with round 5 as follows. Chain 4. Skip this chain, double crochet into the next stitch. Double crochet into the space. Continue with 5 double crochets into the next 5 stitches. double crochet into the space, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1. Now you have completed the second row of the first tomato motif. Now repeat, skip 1 chain, double crochet, chain 1, 3 times. Skip this chain, double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the space, 5 double crochets into the next stitches, double crochet into the space, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1. You have completed the second tomato motif. In the second round of the motif, you will work 9 consecutive double crochets. Now repeat the same pattern to the end of the round. The pattern will be shown on the screen. After completing the 8th tomato motif, repeat, skip 1 chain, double crochet, chain 1, 2 times. Slip stitch into the 3rd chain to finish the round. Continue with rounds 6 and 7. Following the same stitch count as row 5. The pattern will be shown on the screen. See you again after finishing row 7. I have finished round 7. Now for round 8. Work as follows. The pattern is similar to row 4, but we reduce the number of consecutive stitches of the tomato motif to 5 stitches. Here, chain 4. Skip 1 chain, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Now start working 5 consecutive double crochets. Skip the next stitch. Work 5 double crochets into the next 5 stitches. Chain 1. Skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Then repeat the pattern 4 times. Skip 1 chain, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Now repeat. The same as the first tomato motif. After completing the 8th tomato motif, skip 1 stitch. Double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Continue repeating the pattern. Skip 1 chain, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1 twice. Slip stitch into the 3rd chain to finish the round. After completing round 8, you have finished 1 tomato motif round. Now continue with rounds 9, 10 and 11, working entirely in mesh pattern, similar to rounds 2 and 3. Repeat. Skip 1 chain or stitch, double crochet, chain 1 to the end of the row. Chain 4. Double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch below. Double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Repeat this pattern to the end of the round. See you again after finishing round 11. Here is the result after completing round 11. Now repeat the pattern from rounds 4 to 11. Repeat these 8 rounds. To create 2 more tomato motif rounds, the method is the same as rounds 4 to 11 shown earlier. You will have tomato motifs like this. Locate the middle stitch of the group of 5 stitches. Insert the hook into the base of that middle stitch from the back. Repeat the same for the remaining motifs. After finishing shaping the tomatoes, continue crocheting. 2 more tomato motif rounds. See you again after completing these 2 sections. I have finished 27 rounds, including 3 tomato motif rounds. Now I will show you how to divide the bag to start crocheting the strap. Lay the bag flat like this. Mark from the position of the 2 middle tomatoes. Start marking from the stitch at the edge of the tomato. At this position, pull straight up and mark this stitch. Next, on this tomato, mark from the edge line. From this point, pull upward and mark the stitch here. Do the same for the other side. Mark along this edge. And here. Now you have marked 4 positions. We will start the strap from these 4 points. Start from this side. Crochet across the bag to the other side. Slip stitch in the marked stitch. Chain 2. Skip 1 chain, double crochet into the next stitch. Mark the first stitch. Chain 1. Repeat. Skip 1 chain, double crochet, chain 1, 17 times, until 2 stitches left. At the end, 2 stitches remain. Skip 1 chain. Work a double crochet decrease over these 2 stitches. Chain 2. Turn the bag. On this side, continue decreasing by. Skip one chain, double crocheting into the next stitch, and mark the first stitch again. Chain 1. Repeat. Skip one chain, double crochet, chain 1, 15 more times, until 2 stitches left. Two stitches remain. Skip one chain, work a double crochet decrease here. Chain 2. Turn the bag. Continue the next rows by decreasing accordingly. Decrease at both ends. Continue decreasing until row 8. At row 8, the strap has 5 stitches left. Stop decreasing. Start crocheting the mesh pattern until round 24. Chain 4. This counts as one double crochet and chain 1. Skip one chain, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1. Repeat. Skip one chain, double crochet, chain 1, 2 times. Skip one chain, double crochet into the last stitch. Chain 4. Turn the bag. Repeat. Skip one chain, double crochet, chain 1, 3 times. Skip one chain, double crochet into the 3rd chain. Chain 4. Turn the bag. Continue this pattern without increasing or decreasing until row 24. The strap is now complete up to row 24. Stop here. Repeat the same pattern for the second strap up to 24 rows. After finishing 24 rows of the second strap, cut the yarn and leave a long tail. Use this tail to sew the 2 ends of the strap together. To make the bag edgelet nicer, work a round of single crochet around the strap. One side here and one side here. Crochet the edge as follows. Slip stitch into the space below. Chain 1. Single crochet into the same stitch. Mark this stitch. Single crochet into the space. Skip the middle stitch. Work 2 single crochets into the next space. Continue with 2 single crochets into the next space. When you reach the starting point of the next strap, work 2 single crochets into the space. Continue 2 single crochets into each space. Each row of the strap has 1 space. Work 2 single crochets into each space. Repeat this step to the end of the round. At the end, slip stitch into the mark stitch. Then work 1 more round of slip stitches to make the edge firmer. Continue slip stitching into the next stitch. Mark this stitch. Continue slip stitching to the end. Slip stitch into the last stitch. Then cut the yarn. Leave a long tail to sew into the marked stitch. Repeat the same for the other strap. 1 round of single crochet and 1 round of slip stitch. The To-Ma-Tote is finished. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. And if you have any ideas, leave a comment. Let's make them together. Wish you success.